Understanding data classification in the context of data governance. In the rapidly evolving landscape of data management, data governance plays a crucial role in ensuring the integrity, security, and usability of data across an organization. A critical component of effective data governance is data classification. Data classification involves categorizing data based on its level of sensitivity, value, and criticality to the organization. This process is essential for implementing appropriate security measures, ensuring regulatory compliance, and optimizing data management practices. This episode explores the concept of data classification in the context of data governance, its significance, and best practices for implementation. What is data classification? Data classification is the process of organizing data into categories that reflect its level of sensitivity and the degree of protection it requires. These categories are typically defined based on factors such as the data's confidentiality, integrity, availability, and regulatory requirements. Common data classification levels include public, internal, confidential, and restricted. 1. Public data, information that is freely available and can be accessed by anyone without restrictions. Examples include marketing materials and publicly available reports. 2. Internal data, information intended for use within the organization that is not meant for public dissemination. This includes internal memos, company policies, and employee directories. 3. Confidential data, sensitive information that requires a higher level of protection due to the potential harm that could result from its unauthorized disclosure. Examples include customer records, financial data, and proprietary information. 4. Restricted data, highly sensitive information that, if disclosed, could cause significant damage to the organization. This includes personal identifiable information, PII, health records, and trade secrets. Importance of data classification. Data classification is a cornerstone of data governance for several reasons. 1. Enhanced data security. By categorizing data based on its sensitivity, organizations can implement appropriate security measures to protect it. This includes encryption, access controls, and monitoring systems that vary according to the data's classification level. 2. Regulatory compliance. Many regulations, such as GDPR, HIPAA, and CCPA, mandate specific protections for certain types of data. Data classification helps organizations identify which data falls under these regulations and ensure compliance with legal requirements. 3. Efficient data management. Classifying data helps organizations manage their data more effectively by enabling them to prioritize resources and efforts based on the data's value and risk. This leads to more efficient storage, retrieval, and usage of data. 4. Risk mitigation. Understanding the sensitivity of data allows organizations to assess and mitigate risks associated with data breaches, leaks, or loss. This proactive approach helps in minimizing potential damage and maintaining business continuity. 5. Improved decision-making. Accurate data classification provides clarity on the importance and relevance of data, supporting better decision-making processes. Stakeholders can rely on well-classified data to make informed and strategic decisions. Best practices for implementing data classification. 1. Define classification levels. Establish clear and comprehensive data classification levels that reflect the organization's needs and regulatory requirements. Ensure that each level has specific criteria and corresponding security measures. 2. Develop a data classification policy. Create a formal policy that outlines the process and responsibilities for data classification. This policy should include guidelines for classifying data, handling classified data, and reviewing classification levels periodically. 3. Engage stakeholders. Involve key stakeholders from different departments, including IT, legal, compliance, and business units, in the development and implementation of the data classification framework. Their input ensures that the framework is comprehensive and practical. 4. Conduct data inventory. perform a thorough inventory of all data assets to understand the types and locations of data within the organization. This inventory serves as the foundation for the classification process. 5. Automate classification processes. Leverage technology and tools that can automate the data classification process. Automated tools can scan data repositories, classify data based on predefined criteria, and ensure consistency across the organization. 6. Provide training and awareness. Educate employees about the importance of data classification and the organization's policies and procedures. Training ensures that employees understand how to classify data correctly and handle it appropriately based on its classification. 7. Regularly review and update classifications. Data and its usage can change over time, so it's essential to periodically review and update data classifications to ensure they remain accurate and relevant. This includes re-evaluating the sensitivity and regulatory requirements of data. 8. Implement access controls. Apply access controls based on data classification levels to ensure that only authorized personnel can access sensitive data. This reduces the risk of unauthorized access and potential data breaches. Challenges in data classification. Despite its benefits, implementing data classification can present challenges. 1. Volume of data. Organizations generate vast amounts of data, making it difficult to classify all data manually. Automated tools can help, but they require careful configuration and monitoring. 2. Evolving regulations. Keeping up with changing regulatory requirements can be challenging. Organizations need to stay informed and adjust their classification criteria and protections as needed. 3. Consistency. Ensuring consistent classification across different departments and data types can be difficult. Clear policies and training are essential to maintain uniformity. 4. Resource-intensive. Initial implementation of data classification can be resource-intensive, requiring significant time and effort from various stakeholders. Conclusion. Data classification is a vital component of data governance that helps organizations protect sensitive information, comply with regulations, and manage data efficiently. By categorizing data based on its sensitivity and implementing appropriate security measures, organizations can mitigate risks, enhance data security, and support informed decision-making. Despite the challenges, adopting best practices and leveraging technology can streamline the data classification process, ensuring that data governance objectives are met and data assets are safeguarded effectively. I'm on the data side. Which side are you on?